what happened when you found out your wedding ring was worth $3? I was getting it cleaned for our 10th anniversary when the jeweler started laughing. He actually laughed, holding my ring up to the light. This is costume jewelry, ma'am. Cubic zirconia and stainless steel. I sell better rings at the mall kiosk for $8. I stood there like an idiot while he explained the platinum was spray-painted steel, and the 2-carat diamond was the kind of CZ they use in children's princess costumes. He felt so bad for me he didn't even charge for the examination. My husband Ryan came from money, serious money. His mom owned a hedge fund and his dad was a federal judge. Our wedding cost $300,000. Ryan's vintage Armani tux alone was $30,000. So finding out he'd given me a $3 ring made no sense. I didn't say anything at first. I went home and looked at our wedding photos. There was his ring, thick platinum band with embedded diamonds, custom designed by Cartier. Then mine, which I now knew was worth less than a sandwich. That night at dinner, I casually mentioned getting my ring cleaned. Ryan barely looked up from his phone. Oh good. It must be filthy after all these years. No guilt, no nervousness, nothing. I started noticing other things. The tennis bracelet he'd given me for Christmas. The diamonds left black marks on paper. The designer purse he bought for my birthday had YSL spelled YLS on the inside tag. The pearl necklace he gave me for our anniversary dissolved slightly in wine. Every gift from my wealthy husband was fake. I finally cracked and went to his parents' house while he was at work. His mom, Margaret, was home organizing charity auctions as usual. I showed her the ring, explained about the jeweler. She laughed so hard she knocked over her laptop. Oh, sweetie, Ryan doesn't have any money. We cut him off 6 years before he met you. My brain short-circuited, but the wedding. We paid for that because we wanted the photos for our political campaign materials. But Ryan's been broke since he tried to start his 5th failed business, and we realized he'd never learn responsibility if we kept enabling him. Margaret explained that Ryan had been pretending to be rich for so long he couldn't stop. He'd rent luxury suits for dates, borrow watches from rental services, use his parents' country club membership to seem wealthy. When we got engaged, he panicked about the ring but figured I'd never check. But he works at that law firm, I said weakly. He's a paralegal, sweetie. He tells everyone he's a partner, but he files documents for $35,000 a year. I drove home in a daze. Our entire marriage was built on him pretending to be rich and me pretending I didn't marry him for money, which, let's be honest, was definitely part of it. We were both con artists who'd conned each other. When I confronted Ryan, he broke down completely. He'd been taking out payday loans to keep up appearances, the vacation to Santorini, maxed out credit cards, the expensive dinners. He'd skip lunch for weeks to afford them. He'd been so terrified I'd leave if I found out he was poor that he'd built this elaborate lie. But I'm not rich either, I said. I'm a public school librarian. I know, he said miserably, but you never lied about it. We sat there in our apartment, which I now realized was in his parents' name, surrounded by rented furniture and fake luxury goods, both feeling like complete idiots. Then Ryan started laughing. Your face when you proposed to me with that ring you saved for 8 months to buy, and I gave you one from Party City. Party City doesn't even sell rings, I said. You're right. It's actually from a gumball machine. I had to buy 17 gumballs to get the one that looked most real. We ended up staying together, partially because divorce is expensive and we're both broke, but mostly because once all the lies were gone, we actually liked each other. We sold his fake watches on Facebook Marketplace, listed honestly as replicas, and made enough for a weekend trip to Vegas. His parents still think we're getting divorced. We let them believe it because Margaret sends Ryan emergency support checks when she feels bad, and we need the money. The checks bounce half the time because Margaret's also terrible with money, but occasionally one clears. I still wear the $3 ring. Ryan offered to buy a real one when he gets his bonus, but honestly, it's the most truthful thing in our entire marriage. Plus, if I lose it, I can replace it with the spare he apparently bought. He got a bulk discount, 10 rings for $20.